he was trying to get when he first signed the fight. My manager calls me. He's like, all right, we got Al-Bazzi. He's taking on short notice. Can you do it at 130? I'm like, no. At this point, I'm like, no, we're good on weight. Let's do 125, 126. Make the guy suffer, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is there any tactics anything you can get ahead of? Make him suffer, whichever. So we make it to Island, whichever. That travel makes you like, whichever.
Jet lag, tired.
Jet lag, tired, whatever. Like, no, because we stayed on like the same schedule, but like I was definitely retaining a lot of water because I wasn't training as heavily as I was when I was losing it, right? Mm-hmm. So we struggled down to get the weight low. I think the day before weigh-ins, I'm like waking up 144 pounds. I've done it before, but I'm 30 now. You know what I mean? So it's like, it wasn't like when I was 20 and it was like, it just fell off like this. Mm-hmm. I guess. I don't know. That's what everybody said. But, so the day of weigh-ins, he and they're consistently asking, okay, 130. I see this dude in the lobby one day. He's like laughing, joking, having a great time. I'm like, what the fuck is he laughing about? You look huge, guy.
Yeah.
You should be fucking running right now, like thinking you're gonna make weight. Like, fuck this, fuck you. Like, what are you doing? And then, anyway, so the day of the weigh-ins, or morning of weigh-ins, I'm fucking struggling now to lose like that last 4 pounds. So we're like, all right, well, let's just call it. I'm like, all right, let's call my manager, like call him. He wanted 130. Let's just make it easy on us. I'm gonna lose this last like little bit or whichever. Let's just say 130. Call it a day. Make it easy on both of us, right? Because that's what we wanted. We get no response. Hour out from weigh-ins, we get a call back from him. He's like, you know what? Al-Bazzi's not going to be able to make 130 pounds. He stopped sweating at 136. So the fight's not going to happen unless you do it at 135. Like, fuck, okay.
Who said that to you?
That was my manager said.
Okay.
He's like, the fight's not going to happen unless we do it at 135 pounds. So I'm like, all right. Start rehydrating. We have the Performance Institute or the UFC guys making me shakes to rehydrate me up to 135 pounds. And that was it. Fight was
and fought at a much heavier and much stronger.
Yeah.
A bigger guy.
I remember looking at him and I just remember looking at his shoulder and I was like, holy fuck. Like I know like size doesn't really like you can't. But I was like, he's a big, like you look at a 25er and they're like 28 size.
Well, what do you think he was at the fight, during the fight?
Easily 160.
Yeah, that's a big dude. And what were you? 140?
145.
Yeah.
144, 145. Yeah. He was huge. Huge, like big, like, and it is what it is. But I didn't feel like his striking didn't like nothing fazed me about it. Like, I remember hitting him and like he started like flinching. That's what caught him. Mm-hmm. Like, but everything happens. I think everything happens for a reason, in all honesty.
100%. What was the pressure like?
Absolutely none. It's actually weird. Like I feel like in that moment, I probably would have done better if there was a crowd. Like it was easy because there's no crowd, right?
Really?
But I feel like everybody's
you
like,
need the crowd. You need the hype.
Like, yeah. I need it, man. Like I want to hear my walkout loud as shit, getting people like whoever's in the crowd at that point because you're at the undercard. There's nobody in the fucking place anyway. But like I feel like it's a show at the end of the day. Like I like to put on the show. I like the show aspect of it, right? So, but no, there was like at that point there was no pressure. It was.
Yeah. Well, that's what the level is, right? It's that game.
Yeah, that's just it. You know what I mean? At 125 pounds, I feel real confident for the most part. There's I remember I like ran up. I get like because Figueiredo was on that card. And I gave him like a big hug. Mm-hmm. Can't remember like at what point in time in the night, but I gave him like a huge hug. I was like kind of like feeling him up to see how big he was. That's hilarious. Yeah,
that's hilarious. Always thinking.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But like, hey, Figueiredo.
Sam was saying something about death threats and shit on.
It was crazy.
So what? Tell me about this. I want to hear about this.
I don't even know. It's nuts. I had people text me, kill my, like, they were, it's fucked. You know what, I actually don't even want to bring light to this because I don't want to give people, like, fucking ideas, but it was terrible coming back, you know what I mean? My Instagram blew up and stuff like that, but, like, there's, like, people, like, just sending me, like, the worst messages possible for, like, consistent number of days, and then one day, I feel it was a bot, too, though, but I had, like, 200 messages.
Really?
From, like, different accounts.
People talking shit.
It was bad.